taking me a minute. But we're getting there. Hi Cecilia, how you doing in the Kick chat? Appreciate each and every one of you out there. Thank you, thank you. Trying to get everything going here. I don't know. Let me see. As I try to get up all the bells and whistles rolling, we will get this going here shortly. Like I said, I hope everybody had a great weekend. Checking to see how everybody's doing. Make sure I got everything going that needs to be going. Slowly but surely getting there. Take this opening banner down. And I'll be calling up censorship and Doc 420 here in a few minutes. Looks like some platforms are sticking for me here right now. Don't know why. But we'll get them going here shortly. Let me go ahead and give John and Doc a call here. Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hola. What's going on? So we got no doc tonight.
No
You're
doc.
dockless, huh?
Yeah, we're dockless. David, I gotta ask you, man, if you think you can hang the first 25 minutes, it'd really help me.
The first 25 minutes, I will do it for you.
Okay. I'll take a break at the 25-minute mark. Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Mark,
That's okay with you.
Mark! It's like a dog with a lisp. Mark!
Then I'll come back and do the second segment on my own, and then I got Willie, and I'll probably just keep Willie in for the second hour.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you, David.
No problem. Don't know what help I'll be, but, you know.
You don't even need to do much. Just, like, be there when I need to take a sip of water and, like, stop talking for a minute.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So the moment I hear silence, I'm like, oh my god, it went silent, what happened? Just like that, right?
Where were you?
Where were you? You're not supposed to drink water, man. Water will kill you.
You can't just pass out on your desk, David.
I do that sometimes.
Got
You
Roger
seriously
and
just gonna
Cecilia
pass out
in
on
the
your
Kick
keyboard
Chat
right in the middle of the
already.
You'll be surprised. The room will start spinning, and I'll start seeing stars.
Screen.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I have saran wrap over the laptop, so when I drool, it doesn't short out the laptop.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Oh, yeah. But I'm embarrassed about that, so when people ask why there's saran wrap, I tell them, well, that way when I masturbate, I don't ruin the laptop. Because I don't want to talk about passing out. Yeah. Because that's just embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I had another B-Day today. That was fun.
Yeah. Another B-Day, huh?
Yeah, we tore them all apart and got into the nitty-gritty, got deep down into the hives, and just making sure that all of them definitely are laying egg, not larvae, right?
Yes.
And therefore, there's a queen in every hive. We're like confirming that at this point, and it was interesting to see, man. Because you got to get in there and you look, and like little larvae, and like some are like look like a speck of rice that's like 1/100th the size of a thing of rice, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
And then others are stuffed full like a chubby little maggot.
Yep. So did you actually get to see the queen? Or queens in this case?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I found at least one of them.
It's a big bee,
They're really
basically
hard to spot. They're not marked, and they are just they just have a slightly longer torso, you know.
Right. And the other bees are normally like all over the queen, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yep.
Yeah, I didn't see that, and again, we were 3 deep. We only went like 1 deep.
Okay.
Or 2 deep on a couple of them.
Okay.
So like they could have been way down in the bottom. We just never pulled one out. But, it was fun. It's interesting stuff. Because now we're like, making sure we did everything right before. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're going back and double checking your work.
Well, now's the part where you see that they're actually laying larvae, and therefore the queen got out and got, and it all worked. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There has been a giant, like, I don't know, we accidentally left. I didn't realize that he had taken some queens and, like, stacked them on this piece of wood at the bottom of the hives. And so when we were cleaning up, I didn't know I thought he put them all in this container, and we left, like, 2 behind.
Right.
That were outside the hives, and the bees just like swarmed them. You know what I mean? So like we came back the first time, and there was like this massive, like 10,000, not 10,000, several thousand bees on the side of the hive, not inside it.
Right.
So we cleaned that up last time, and I was hoping that would be gone, but it wasn't. So I had to get down on my knees underneath there and like reach my hand up underneath these boxes and like knock down hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, thousands of bees onto this like, plate, and then pick them up and drop them in up top. And it's like, I mean, they're swarming all over you, and you're out there with the protection you have. You don't have anything more. You know what I mean? You just have what you have. And I don't know, man. It's interesting stuff. It was. It's like a place you shouldn't be. It just doesn't feel right to be there as a human being.
So have you broke out the bee vacuum yet?
No.
No. Okay. All right.
What's that for?
Whenever you go and basically harvest wild hives, when people have bee infestations, You go in there and you smoke them out, and you'll use like an actual vacuum, like a shop vac, and it'll suck up the bees.
Shop vac. Yeah, I seen. What was it? Billy the Exterminator or something doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
that
I
or
can see
Wile E.
working.
Coyote has Acme written on the side of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bee sucker 5,000.
Well, at some point we got to start graphing the queens. I don't know if that's the exact right word, but where you take them, put them in these special little containers, and then fill it with royal jelly, and you turn just regular larvae into queens, so that you have like. That's his whole goal here, is to make queens so he can sell the queens online to people.
Okay, got it.
Because they sell for like $30 a piece, and you can make like 20 a day.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it's his, the honey's a side product kind of what he's doing.
Okay. So when you start shipping the bees to people, because they go through the mail, make sure to ship empty boxes that say, warning, contains live bees. People just love that. Yeah.
Oh God, here's a great story. I might even open with this one just because you're here. Is they did that survey with people in England, and they all found out they would have been the 51st state, from 1 to 50, like based on income.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
worse than Louisiana.
Mississippi was 50th or is.
Oh,
50th,
okay.
So they're under Mississippi for income.
Yeah, which is never
just
good.
Funny. There's so many good memes coming out of that. It's hysterical. They thought they'd be like 7th, right behind Massachusetts, maybe. No,
right. Yeah, it's like nope, you're at the very bottom.
Yeah, you're poorer than any U.S. state behind Mississippi.
Yep. All right, Mark, what you eating there?
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Chicken nuggets.
Chimkin nuggets. You got to say it like you're a cat on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, here, this is a good one too. I guess we should cover the fact that the former Virginia Democrat lieutenant governor just shot himself and his wife.
Yeah, why don't you open with something, cheery like that?
That's kind of a big one.
Yeah, but I wouldn't open with it. That's, that sets it up for the dour hour.
Yeah, yeah. We'll start with the UK. There
you go.
Oh, and then this American YouTuber sent to prison in South Korea.
Yes, Johnny Somali, I think is his name.
Correct.
Yeah. This just in, the Strait of Hormuz is open. 5 minutes later, this just in, the Strait of Hormuz is closed.
Okay. Be right back. Get more coffee.
All right. Cool. Now we can talk about him.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, exactly, man.
Like, he's got a Spider-Man poster on his wall. Have you seen that?
I've seen the Spider-Man poster, yeah. And the other one, Godzilla or something?
Might I remind you, he's a grown man.
I tell you, I don't have a Spider-Man poster on my wall. Actually, to be honest, there's no posters on my wall. Yep. Could be worse. You could have, the little magazine centerfolds from Tiger Beat or whatever it was, with Leif Garrett or,
There you go.
Yeah. Yep.
Was it Corey Feldman, was it?
Yeah, or Haim, or one of the Coreys.
Although we can only see a part of one wall, so we can't really totally discount that concept.
Yeah, we I don't know, maybe if we click on it and go full screen, we can see some of the stuff he's got.
Yeah.
I think one of them. I think there's a clock because it looks like something's hanging off of it, like a wire.
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like, an extension cord going up to just a basic plaque.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, why would you have an extension cord behind a little plaque?
Yeah, I think I tried to ask him about it once, and he just didn't understand what I was asking. And I'm like, right there, I'm looking at it. Like, right,
Yeah.
Why is that plugged in?
Yep. So you go to the doorway, then you got like a little posterette or whatever, and then you whatever that square thing is with a wire hanging out the bottom. Yeah.
Why is it plugged in?
Yeah.
What does it do?
Yeah. What does it need power for? Is it one of those really cool Coors waterfall things like they had at the bar?
Come on up, Blue. Come on. Come on.
I went in. I went out. I went in. I went out. I went in. I went out.
Well, put an end to that right now.
Yeah.
So I'm heading up north here in a couple days at the end of the week.
Temporary, or you're relocating again?
Oh, it's seasonal.
Seasonal. Okay.
Yeah, getting out of the heat.
Okay.
Climbing up an elevation.
Okay. You doing the camp thing?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. You get that leaf blower again. Yep. And he who controls the toilet paper controls the universe.
Yeah. It's always fun when you get up there because it's just a nightmare from the winter.
Yeah.
I gotta tear the whole place apart.
I'm gonna turn on Do Not Disturb. There we go. Oh, he's back. Don't talk about him, okay? Shh. Quiet.
Yep.
No, I could hear
Hey,
you
Mark,
anyways.
why is your plaque plugged in?
Okay.
You have a plaque on your wall. It looks like
look at the doorway. Look at the doorway. And then you've got like a little poster, not the Spider-Man one, the other side. And then right next to that, there's a square thing, and it looks like there's a wire hanging at the bottom of it.
There's two necklaces hanging off. One on,
Okay,
on the right and one on the on the left.
Okay. All right.
Hey! Hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
Hey! Cool. Now we can talk about him. Yeah.
Wasn't he supposed to show up tonight?
Who? CS?
Barry.
Oh, was he? He doesn't do Sundays normally. That'd be good if he did. That would get me, off the hook.
I thought he said he was going to try to come in this Sunday.
Okay. Well, Barry's always late anyway, so he's got 15 more minutes before you write him off.
Yeah, I tried calling him earlier. He didn't pick up.
Okay. Yeah, he's got you blocked.
Man.
Well, you know how spotty the internet is in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to help him out there.
Yeah, I know. Well, they just got running water, so.
Yeah. And
No,
toilets, too.
Does Texas rip on Oklahoma? That's funny.
Yeah, why
Texas rips on everyone because they're not Texas.
not?
Mm-hmm.
But they used to be part of Texas.
In the north, we would rip on Oklahoma, but it's all the south, though. You know what I mean? It just falls into the same kind of Texas, Oklahoma.
Yeah. Which is the reason why we fought the Civil War. We got tired of you uppity Yankees making fun of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we won that, by the way.
It depends on who you talk to.
Sure. Yeah. You're talking Grandma Moses. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
From Clampets.
Yep. It's like that Japanese guy on the island who still thought World War II was going on,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, I know that guy.
The Japanese guy on the island?
No, I'm kidding.
You never know,
Mm.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it was like 90 today, though, man. It got hot. And working in the whole beehive outfit, when you got to wear jeans and, like, boots and all
Yep.
that.
And everything's got to be
It's hot.
strapped down.
Yeah, it gets hot.
Yep. What you need to do is join Antifa and get one of those inflatable animal suits and just wear that, because it'll serve the same purpose, and it'll keep you cool.
When I get up north next week, it'll be highs in the 50s, lows in like the high 20s, like around freezing.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. I'm not used to that at all right now. This winter was so warm down here.
Well, it was 50 this morning, and I think we had a high of 71 today. And it was like almost 90 the day before.
Yeah, it's been like 80s, 90s, like for a long time now. Like even hundreds. We had like about a 10-day streak where it was over 100 every day.
Right.
So it's been like, I'm starting to really get used to warm weather. Like 95 doesn't bother me at all anymore. It used to just knock me on my butt.
Watch out. Watch out, David. He may decide to move down here.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. I will sell the property and leave.
No, I don't think I'd move to Texas. I don't really have much of a desire.
Yeah.
It's not like the West. You know what I mean? It's not like past the Rockies.
It depends on what part of the state you're in, too, though.
Yeah, exactly. It depends on what part of the state you're in.
I mean, it's just all fenced off. It's not BLM like everything out here is,
Yeah, well, yeah, that's because, we don't like you freeloading hippies on our land.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Whereas, like, once you get over the Continental Divide, the whole country is just owned by the government. Like, everything is. So it's like,
Yeah, that's kind of what
free-for-all.
people from the north say when they cross the Mason-Dixon line, too, though.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
Hey.
But, like, for RV life, it's okay, but you just have to pay everywhere you go. You know what I mean? It's $30 a night, $40 a night for the whole time you're there.
Yep.
Which is, like, defeats the whole purpose. Like, why do that if you're,
For the free internet.
Yeah, exactly. and use of the bathrooms and showers.
Yeah.
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 Plus, you'll find the best of humanity at an RV park, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and they put you up, like, literally 5 feet apart from each other.
If you're lucky, there's 5 feet in between.
Yeah.
And they make them paper thin. There's no keeping secrets in an RV park.
Yeah, exactly. It's ridiculous. I don't know how people do that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Well, I mean, they do it for the electricity, right? Because they just don't have the solar setup I do.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Yep.
So it's like, I mean, I talked to Univation about it. She's like, yeah, we have to because, like, we don't have electricity otherwise.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you don't have anything?
Yeah. and where would all the poop go?
Like that's easy enough. If you're in a Class A, you can call people out that come out and get it for you.
No, there you go.
They got these little. They look like little go-karts, but they're blue, like little tanks that you can like sit on and ride. Yeah, they got these little.
Yeah.
They look like little go-karts, but they're blue, like little tanks that you can like sit on and ride. Yeah, they got these little. They do. It's not they look like little go-karts, but they're blue, like little tanks that you can like sit on and ride. Yeah, they got these little. They look like little. Also, not $45 a night. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Right. It's like $40. They'll come get it. So, like, you do that once a month, and you're fine.
Right.
If you don't mind, tugging along that much stuff with you.
Yeah, hitting the road with a full tank of poop.
Yeah, you don't really want to.
Yep.
Have it that full very often. Oh, but yeah, there's people that make pretty good livings out here doing that stuff.
All right. Wasn't it the Dave Matthews Band that dumped their septic on a bridge and it ended on some tour boat or something?
In Chicago, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I need to do. AI song sung by Dave Matthews about dumping crap.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If my
Thing to
short-term
do.
memory
AI
lasts long enough,
songs sung by Dave
when I'm
Matthews
done
about
here, I'll see
dumping
if I can
crap.
make that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If my short
Yeah, I totally remember that. That was a big story back then.
that was a big story back then.
And I can see, like, what do? You're screwed. You're like, you're full. You have nowhere in the city of Chicago you're going to be able to drain that thing,
Right.
So, like, it's going to be 2 days till you get out of town and get to a place where you can actually drain it. So they're like, hey, let's just pull up in the river and dump it in there. No one will notice.
Yeah. Yep.
The thing they didn't take into account, though, is the PR hit.
Yeah. Yep.
$1 million with the PR hit.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you could have called up some dude from, like, the county and had him drive into the city. Would have happily, drained that thing
Yep.
for $200.
Yeah.
Which would
well,
have
they
been
thought
steal.
about the P, but the R they didn't even think about.
Yeah, and they didn't account for the tourist boat.
Yeah. It's like, what are the odds?
You really want to check if it's all clear before you do that, because it
Yeah.
probably would have completely got away with it if not for those rascally kids.
That's right. Those pesky kids and their tour boat.
Oh boy.
All right. I feel a sneeze coming on.
All right, Dave. Try not to pass out. I need you here.
All right.
We just hear a achoo.
Yeah.
Glasses breaking, and that's it.
Yep.
and everything is done.
David?
It just, yeah. Poof. All right. No sneeze. Denied.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, I'll try not to pass out, so, I'm more concerned about it happening on the toilet,
Oh my God.
I don't want to go out like Elvis did, man. That's just not cool.
Okay, that guy's hitting it. People come by me now and then at, like, literally 90 miles an hour nowadays.
Well, that's what happens when you're living on BLM land.
Yeah, right? They just,
Yep.
I mean, it's shocking how fast they go down this road.
Yeah. And they kick up dust and,
Do, 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 do.
So what is Doc doing? Is he watching football or something, which is why he can't be here?
Huh?
What's Doc doing, Mr. 420?
I have no idea. He just said he couldn't make it.
Okay.
Oh, and Mark, speaking of, this Wednesday I'm good, but the following Wednesday I will not be able to be in.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
It is what it is. I will try to get Doc.
On the first, you won't be here then, right? Or
Not this Wednesday, but the following one.
Yeah.
That's a
yeah, it'll be the 6th. It'll be
No,
when
that's
you
not
know,
right. That's not. It's the 19th right now, Mark.
19. Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't sound right at all. Sounds like it should be like the 26th or something.
the 29th. Sorry. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, that
I was,
sounds about right.
yeah, 29th.
All right.
So yeah, the 29th I will not be here, but I will talk to Doc about him coming in to, fill in for me.
Okay, that sounds good. Or
So
We'll just replace him with a clawbot. It'll be fine.
yeah.
No one will know the difference.
Work it out.
I mean, yeah,
you
if
have
we
enough time between now and then
Yeah.
to clone his voice and all that. Let's go.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Well, if it's Doc and Barry, they can.
we can-
that would be fine. We
Yeah,
can handle
Doc
it.
and Barry will be good, or Well, if you need to do an encore, you're fine. I mean, you.
We'll just replace the entire 2 hours with AI songs about you. It'll be fine.
No, we won't. I'll get. I'll take the last two Sunday. Well, a Sunday show and play it in place of the Wednesday show, which will be fine
All right.
if that's how we have to do it. But keep on me about that. Let's switch rooms. And
All right.
I'll see you guys on the other side. All right. That's Censorship Sucks pre-show. Getting ready for the regular. Start them out and get them going for the main show. Do, 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 do. Oh, yeah. And there's David Hogg in with us tonight.
No CS?
It's calling him.
There he is. There he is. Okay.
There you are.
All right. Well, I gotta go, guys. See you later.
Ah.
Yeah. What's up with that, you know? There we go. Got about a minute, and we'll get it going.
All right. All right. I'm gonna go poop. If I don't come back, I've passed out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds good, David Hogg.
Now, question for you, David. Now,
Yeah.
on your medical alert bracelet, does it automatically call the for the ambulance, or does it just go straight to the coroner?
No, it calls that place that Ty Cobb used that cut off his head and froze it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's yeah,
Excellent.
exactly.
Then we can clone you and have like 4 or 5 of you running around, and it'll be all right because you have so many other accounts under different names. They can take those names and that's an excellent idea.
They guarantee me that, unlike Ty Cobb, my head won't be stuck to a tuna can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look it up. Real story.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're not going to make chimeras out of you, right?
I don't know. I didn't read the fine print, you know.
Oh, that's not good. 30 seconds,
well,
guys. You must read the fine print.
You didn't read the terms of service? Yeah.
Oh, no, not that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I just clicked agree.
Here's your countdown.
All right, David, here we go.
5, 4, 3,
You're scared, aren't you?
2,
Okay, don't be scared.
1, and you're live and on the radio side. Wait for it. Right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for April 19th, 2026. And what a great night. I am your host, Censorship Sucks. Tonight with me, we've got David Hogg, the one and only David Hogg. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing fine. I don't know the one and only. Apparently there's another David Hogg running around.
Yeah, but he doesn't really count, does he?
No. It could be my other alternate personality. I'm not sure.
I think I saw, and I wish if I'd have known you were going to be here tonight, I would have pulled a clip of him with Scott Jennings this week. I don't know if you happened to catch it.
I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. David Hogg, I think, was complaining about gas prices because of the war, or something along those lines. And Scott Jennings, like, really, dude, really, really, gas prices? That's what like?
Yeah, just jump on that bandwagon.
Yeah, Kamala Harris, she did a video this week about gas prices in Virginia, where she was, and they were $3.95 a gallon. And so somebody went into the Google machine and found the Google Maps of that location, and then went back in time to the middle of her administration, and it was like $4.60 a gallon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I don't know, what is that? 25% more per gallon?
Yeah. Well, they play on the fact that most people have very short-term memories.
Exactly.
So, and of course, Orange Man bad. So,
And everybody on the left was fine with gas prices being that high under Biden because, hey, man, you got to sacrifice for the environment. You got to pull it together. You got to, sacrifice for the green giant.
Yeah,
You
and
know.
you should all be driving electric cars anyway, as long as they're not Teslas, because Elon Musk is Hitler, according to them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had Tim Waltz up in Minnesota celebrating, Elon's stock going down. I'm so happy every day, not realizing that
Yeah,
half his state pensions were invested in it.
exactly. I heard he's friends with school shooters. We should ask the other David Hogg if he knows him.
Yeah, he
You know.
yeah, what didn't he say he was friends? Yeah, he knew
Yeah.
many school shooters at one point.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
remember that quote.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the school shooters I've talked to, none of them seem
Yeah.
this bad. Like,
Oh yeah.
wait, what? You hang out and talk to school shooters?
Yeah.
Interesting side gig for a governor, But there you
Yeah.
go. He is no longer a thing, really. I mean, Kamala Harris is talking about running for president again, but there's no way she'd pick him.
You would think not, but you never know.
Mm-hmm. He's not going to run for governor again. I think he's done.
Yeah, probably. It's about time.
He's just really got no future. And it's like with Swalwell, they were going to come out with this story about him, 7 years ago, but he dropped out of the presidential race. So they didn't, drop this big, dirty, juicy story they had on him at the time that would have broken his career. But they could have. They could have anyway and said, hey, by the way, this guy dropped out, but he's still a scumbag. Check this out. News at 11.
Yeah, exactly.
So they let us live with him for a long time because, they do the right thing. And now there's a lot more that can come out about him, but they're not going to pursue it because he dropped out. He did the good thing.
Yeah.
He did the thing I told him to do. And he, shut it all down and said, okay, I'm done. I won't run for office again. And therefore, just give me a job as a lobbyist somewhere on K Street.
Yeah, where he makes even more money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Way more money. And to be fair, I mean, he's one of the people that just really hasn't milked the cow to death through the years.
Well, he was busy with Fang Fang,
Yeah. And allegedly, possibly potentially raping his staff, but
allegedly,
it keeps you busy.
Yeah.
It keeps you busy. I'll tell you, David. If you've
it
ever
does
done
keep
the
you
grind
busy.
like that, you're up at 8 a.m. You're not going to bed till 2 a.m.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it was all Ruben Gallo's fault because he was out there partying with him, keeping him up late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad influence, that guy.
Yeah. We'll just blame it on Gallo.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Eric is really a nice boy, but that Eric, the Gallo guy up the road, he's no good.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, boy, it's fun watching American politics. It just never ends. And it's also fun to look over the pond and just watch the UK fall apart. I mean, I don't think it has a future, really. It doesn't. And I know Tommy Robinson did a big event over the weekend, and I did not even catch any of it. I was too busy. So I'd love to report on that. I just don't know much about it. But man, they are falling apart. They just did a survey where they went out in the streets and, asked people, if you were a U.S. state, here's a list of all 50 states and their, what they make. And where do you think the UK would fall in here? And everyone said around 7th place was the average. 7th place.
Right.
Many said first, some said 20th, whatever. But 7th was what averaged out to be. Well, the truth is, David Hogg, 51st. If they became the 51st state, they would be also the 51st state in income, in terms of income. The poorest state in the United States would be England.
And isn't London like a financial capital of the world?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Where a latte costs $20. I don't know, 15. They don't use euros.
They use pounds over there.
Pounds.
Yeah, or quid if you're a commoner.
Yeah, there you go. Or pence instead of pennies.
Yeah, exactly.
And here's a post. This guy, Dominic McGregor, he's a entrepreneur, investor, speaker, author, mental health sobriety advocate. He used Mississippi as an example of how the UK has fallen, branding residents of Magnolia State as swamp-dwelling hillbillies. Or swamp-dwelling hillbillies, as he would probably pronounce it.
Right.
He said, if the UK joined U.S. as the 51st state, we would be the poorest state in the entire Union. Mississippi, which is portrayed as swamp-dwelling hillbillies in a majority of international media is above us. I don't think people grasp how far we've fallen in real terms when it comes to the GDP per capita. We've seen no growth for almost an entire generation. We've seen our productivity decrease and our tax increases. The average person in the UK on 50,000 pounds is less well off than your average Mississippi swamp dweller. And boy, did that get the X riled up. The X machine.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Somebody here, Governor Tate Reeves, I assume he's the governor of Mississippi. He replied, "As we say in Mississippi, bless your heart." Or as you say in the UK, assalamu alaikum.
Yes. I love how we have some governors with a good sense of humor.
Oh yeah.
You know.
And that's an edgy one. You know, you got all the memes you could potentially put out. That one's going to be on the edge, on the side over there as one of the more edgy ones.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad he picked it.
Yeah, and the best part is if somebody over in the UK complained to him about saying that, they have a chance of getting arrested. Because you can't complain in the UK. Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, right? They're saying, hey, at least in Mississippi, we've got freedom of speech. You know
right,
what I mean?
And guns.
You're locking up thousands of people every year for tweets on X.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
you might hurt someone's feelings.
Mm-hmm. And hey, in Mississippi, I can go out my back door and shoot my gun off.
Oh yeah.
Nobody's
on
going
the side door. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
you can crack the window and shoot from the toilet.
Or you can do a desk pop.
A desk pop.
What reference? That's the movie The Good Guys.
Don't know it.
Where they challenge him to do a desk pop, which is to shoot your gun at your desk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this school or work?
He loses his gun and has to walk around with a little wooden carved gun for a week.
Okay. There's actually a desk gun. It is a desk that has a gun built into it.
I've seen one of those on, was it Pawn Stars?
Yeah, I think that's where I saw it, actually. Okay, well, if it was on Pawn Stars, then most likely it's fake, like everything on Pawn Stars is. So I have to retract that statement.
I don't know. He had his expert come in, and they're like, hey, it's a gun. It's built into the desk. Yeah. The first thing you got to do is decommission this thing, of course.
Right.
Like, you can have it, but it's in no way, shape, or form legal. And I totally kind of agree. I mean, I'm, pro guns to a large extent. But having a desk that doubles as a gun is probably not something the average, you don't want to sell that at IKEA.
Yeah. And, when you go into a gun-free zone, you do really, stick out carrying a desk with you.
Yeah, on your hip.
You go into the bank, you put the desk down in front of the teller, hand them a note,
Write it out patiently on the desk before you hand it to them.
Exactly. Yeah. Just whatever you do not pull the quill from the inkwell.
Yeah, it's coming, man. Yep. It's coming.
Yep.
It's fun stuff, though. I don't know. We have a good time going through it.
Maybe we can 3D print desk guns. Because some state now made it harder for you to pretty much print anything.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good thing. I hated printers. I always had to go buy one to print something, and then I just you needed it maybe once every 6 months to print something.
Right, and the $100 ink cartridge that you had to buy has dried up by the next time you need it. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. So it was like you'd print like 4 or 5 documents over the course of a year, and then you had to go buy another $100 doc. Yeah, it was just
and put it on a thumb drive. Go to your UPS store or your Kinko's or whatever. Mm-hmm. They'll charge you 50 cents. Yeah, it beats $100 worth of ink that's going to dry up.
And this was always at a time when you could have just sent me an electronic document to sign. But
exactly,
you didn't know how to do that yet, so you made me go buy a printer to print, or take this drive down to the library and print one up, and yada yada yada.
Yep, and you have to sign it, then you got to scan it, and the scanner is first thing to go out on that cheap all-in-one printer.
Yep.
And
send it back to them, and it's like, I don't know, man. Like, just can we get into the 21st century, please? We're here now, though. That's all that matters.
That's right. We finally made it.
Yeah. Look at us. We're like two old timers talking about how
we are
how it
old-timers.
used to work back in the day.
Yeah. Back in my day, we had an EGA monitor and we liked it. 16 colors.
Let's see here. Let's dive into New York City again. Mayor Zohran Mamdani, he announced this week that they're going to do something really exciting for New York. They're going to introduce a new concept that they just came up with called trash cans. And by the year 2031, they're going to have them citywide.
Trash cans.
Yeah, trash cans.
Okay.
You've been through New York, right?
I have, actually.
And if you've been there on trash night in any certain, neighborhood, you'll just see stacks and stacks of garbage bags out by the road, right?
Okay.
There's no alleys in New York. You go to Chicago, there's alleys everywhere. Go to New York, no alleys.
So you're talking like dumpsters, not like just public trash cans.
Well, no, they've got to be. That's the thing, right? Like, you can't put a dumpster on, someplace where, like, how does a dump truck get at a dumpster that's on the side of the road, right? They'd have to go jackknife across the side of the road.
Yep, New York, where all the little roads are narrow and everything. Okay.
Yeah, so they got to get parallel, or so it's got to pick it up on the side. So they're just, I think what he's talking about, like, you've seen those the trucks that'll come by and pick up a can, and boom, dump it, go pick the next one up, boom.
Okay.
I think he's talking about something along those lines, right?
Okay.
And bring it out in such a way that they don't have to have the piles of garbage everywhere and the rats that come with it, right? Because the rats just love that stuff.
Right. And only non-white people get the trash can, right?
Well, they got to pay a whole lot more. The white people do. The white people.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting concept. I think it's a bold move to try to introduce, trash cans to the city of New York in 2026. Well, 2031. We don't want to rush this. That's 2 years after his grocery store will open up in 2029.
Well, Mississippi actually has had trash cans for a long time. Just want to point that out. Yeah. Now the UK, like in London, there are no trash cans.
Really? They just use the Thames River, right?
They're not in the underground. They're not on the streets. They had to get rid of them because they were afraid that people would put bombs in them. Yeah.
Well, that's a effervescent risk in the UK.
Yeah. Well, I got to blame white people for this. This was originally the IRA and stuff like that, which is what started it. So.
Yeah.
Yep. Those crazy white Irish,
Oh, God.
Always have to be Lucky Charms. Yep.
My dog is being a dog.
Does she want in or does she want out?
She came in and somehow she's tangled up, and I don't want to go outside and figure out what she's tangled up on.
Okay. At least she stopped recommending news stories because that was really embarrassing.
Yeah. She always wanted to talk about the cat up the road.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's see. He's also looking to open up a city-owned grocery store for $30 million is his budget for that.
Right. So get in the bread lines now because it's going to be a couple of years where they're actually open. So, New Yorkers are getting in line now for your bread.
Yep. And I would consult with Donald Trump if I were him, because I bet you Donald Trump could build him a grocery store in Harlem in, 5 months, from breaking ground to opening the doors for the public.
Well, that's the problem. Some judge would prevent it from happening,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he just got approved for the ballroom finally.
Yeah.
It had been done by now.
But Mamdani making his grocery store, no judge is going to jump in and stop that. The liberal judges they're going to do everything they can to bend over backwards to make it happen.
Right, but if Trump were to help him and build a grocery store, then all of a sudden the TDS kicks in,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if Trump helped, yeah. But all things being equal, if just Trump said, yeah, I can do this for you, and nobody stood in the way, it'd take him 6 months. Right. There are many buildings that you could renovate in 6 months to turn into a grocery store. There are empty grocery stores that you could buy and, reopen again, just turn everything back on, repair whatever broke down in the meantime, and
Yeah,
off you go. You got a grocery store open and running inside of a month going that
yeah.
route.
How much infrastructure is needed for a grocery store? I mean, you need a refrigerator section. That's probably the
Yep.
most complicated. But then again, as you
Freezers.
said, there's tons of grocery stores that have gone out of business.
Hmm. Oh, there's empty grocery stores and what they would call a food desert too, right? That grocery store
Yeah,
used to exist, used to have a market, used to have a place, but it got too much crime, too much problems, too much of a headache, and so they shut it down. So the city should be going into that location and just turning the lights back on.
yeah,
The freezer broke down, you got to repair it, go repair it, right? In
right.
that scenario, you can be open in a month. I bet you if you put together maybe $200,000 for renovations, paint the place, um, you know, uh, whatever else it takes. Then, they say the average grocery store in a suburb costs maybe $500,000 to $750,000 to stock, buy everything new, all the refrigerants, all that stuff. Um, at least, I asked Grok what it would cost to open a grocery store in the suburb, and he said, well, once you get the place, it's, $750,000 is about the average amount of money that somebody would bring on the high end to do a large grocery store.
Right.
So there you go. So why 30 million? Why does he need 30 million? He should be able to do this for $1 million budget in the city of New York.
Yeah, but he got a lot of people need to be paid off.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens in New York unless you grease the palms. Everyone has to
Yeah.
get their cut. Kind of like that
So
high-speed internet they were all supposed to have got, and they put I don't know how many billions of dollars into it, and not a single country swamp dwelling hillbilly, as they say, got high-speed internet.
Yeah, not one county got it. It was supposed to be like all over the country, $45 billion, and nothing happened. It's like the high-speed rail,
Oh
in
yeah.
California.
Oh
Just
yeah.
a complete boondoggle.
Yep. Actually, Lego was supposed to release a model set of the high-speed rail, and the irony is the box that it came in was actually longer than the rail system.
I believe it.
Yeah.
And it, worked. Didn't cost $1 million, and on and on
Yep.
and on. It was actually a viable business adventure.
Yeah.
Whereas this, train to nowhere. It's going to connect like Bakersfield to like Tulum County or something like. Not even Sacramento, but like
it was sold as like Sacramento to L.A. and San Francisco. That's how it was sold. But yeah, in reality, it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like Bakersfield to Fresno or something is the first part they're trying to get in, and nobody in Bakersfield and Fresno needs this.
Right?
High
speed rail.
There's no daily race to get from Fresno to Bakersfield and back in the afternoon, right?
Yeah.
Where 100,000 people need to be on an infrastructure that costs $40 billion to get them back and forth between those two cities. They've got F-250s and they can get back and forth no problem at their own leisure.
Yeah. They might as well make it out of Lodi or something,
Exactly.
That way people won't be stuck in Lodi again,
Yeah, so it's just crazy to see all of the, policies that are going on out there. Yet they're still somehow winning office. They're somehow still able to pull the wool over the people's eyes and just win elections time and time again. I don't get it.
Well, maybe, just maybe, those elections aren't really fair and secure. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? This guy, Nick Shirley, has exposed fraud in California. So the way they're going to fix it is they're going to make it illegal to expose fraud in California. And I think the act is something like the Stop Nick Shirley Act.
Exactly. Is that insane?
That is nuts.
How in your face can you be about something like that?
Well, that's how you fix the problem. The problem is they're being exposed for their fraud. Whereas everyone else looks at it as the problem is there's fraud. So, they're fixing being exposed for their fraud.
Yeah. I saw some senior executive from the White House come out and say that they shut off 450 hospices like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They shut off their money altogether. Just cut them dry. And not one of them called up and said, "Hey, we need that money. Where's the money? Why'd you cut us off?" Not one.
Because they weren't legit. Yeah.
But how do you do that? How do you just have that much fraud in the system? And nobody's in charge of looking for it. Nobody's responsible. Nobody. Yeah. You can't point at anybody and say, "Hey, that was your job." Why did you
most
do your
likely
job?
The powers that be get a kickback, which is why no one looks into it.
Mm-hmm. Which is why Ilhan Omar had a $9 to $30 million or $60 million net worth. That suddenly,
but that was just an accounting error. She fixed it.
Exactly.
So there's no reason to look into her finances anymore. She resubmitted everything, and everything's fine now. So
yeah.
Yep.
I think that was money she wasn't necessarily intending to just immediately take overseas, but then once it got exposed, she just immediately took it overseas. That's my theory, my guess.
Yeah.
My hunch.
Yes. We are totally speculating, people. We don't know.
Yeah. But my guess is that it's sitting in an account somewhere in, I don't know, the UAE or some, friendly country to, and yeah, it's no longer a thing. The winery, no, we sold that, divested, made a little money, nothing to write home about. But yeah, no, it's gone now. We lost that. It's gone.
Yeah, and the land apparently has vanished as well.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. No, nothing to see here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny because they got her dead to rights on marrying her brother. They got her dead to rights.
Yeah.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? They're saying we got her dead to rights. She married her brother.
Yeah.
And what was, without any doubt, immigration fraud. Mm-hmm. It was her trying to illegally get her brother's citizenship here in the United States. And she was involved in it, knowingly. That is illegal. It should get you kicked out of the Senate. I'm sorry, the House without a second thought, and the country as well.
Yeah,
without a second thought.
You would lose your naturalization because of it.
Yeah, because you lied on immigration papers.
Right.
Straight up. And a marriage is something that you're going to have meetings with. You're going to go through a process. It's many, many lies stacked on top of lies. Right, they've got a counselor somewhere that had probably a dozen meetings with her and her brother.
Right,
and they lied straight to that counselor's face every single time.
Well, it was probably pretty easy to fake because since they were siblings, they had pictures of them together from a long time. So it's like, oh yeah, we've been dating since we were in junior high. Look at this picture of us right there. Yeah,
and they know about each other's birthmarks and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. So it was probably pretty easy to fake, other than the fact that, you're a blood relation to them.
Yeah. So, there's that too. And then, again, with Eric Swalwell, he is now out of the mayor's race. I'm sorry, the governor's race for California. Which opens up a whole new bag of worms out there. And it's interesting to see how this is going to play out. You've got Steyer, the billionaire dude.
Yep.
And then you've got the lady, her name escapes me right now, the one who
Katie Porter.
Porter.
The alleged lady that dumped hot mashed potatoes on her husband's head. Scalding hot mashed potatoes.
Yeah, and I don't think that's alleging. That was in their divorce documents, right? So that was taken by the court to be fact.
Okay. I was just covering my posterior, that's all.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't think we need to say, I like that you cover that, but yeah. I don't know if we even need to there because, she, it seems as though she poured hot scalding mashed potatoes over her husband's head and has on multiple cases berated her staff and just looked like an absolute BIT, when she's treating these people.
Yeah.
Treating people like they're the scum of the earth when you don't want that from a governor, folks. You don't want somebody who's just going to be an absolute wicked, nasty person behind, when the cameras aren't rolling. And then when the cameras roll, it's like, oh, hey, yeah, I love California. I love the people and everything. And you're like, all the staff, everyone in the background is looking at her like, you are the fakest person I've ever seen. You're the nastiest, meanest person. And then you turn a camera on you and you become this angel saint, Yeah. So, and then we've got the two Republicans. We've got, Steve Hilton, former Fox guy. And then the sheriff in, what is it, Riverside, down in that
Right.
area.
And his name escapes me at the moment, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, folks, this isn't, pre-written. We're doing this live off the cuff. These are, real conversations we have, and we, like to go where the conversation goes. Just because we don't have their specific names in front of us just proves that we are not AI, I think. Or we're programmed to do that. I don't know.
Yeah. Most AI, at least the way I was programmed, you make sure that you get things incorrect, so people will think that you're human.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I love doing legal documents for lawyers too, by the way. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah. My favorite is I make up case law that doesn't exist. That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
And they look really stupid in front of the judge. It's wonderful.
Yeah. And then get it published, so then I can see it like in the news a couple days later and laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh.
Yep. And if they only knew I get all my information from Reddit, oh my God. People would stop having to do their taxes.
I got case law for you, sure. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out in California. The governor's race there could very well end up. The two Democrats are so bad. And what has happened to Swalwell makes them all look like scumbags, right?
Well, yeah,
it's
exactly.
Sort of that guilt by association, you know what I mean? Where they just say, screw the Democratic Party. Look at them. They're all just a bunch of scumbags. I'm just going to support this sheriff guy. He seems like, a decent enough guy.
Yep.
Or Steve Hilton. I've seen him on TV.
If they didn't have a Democrat bow out or get chased out in this case, the problem was because of the weird way California does their primaries and stuff, it would have been two Republicans running for governor.
It might still be, is what I'm saying. It still could happen.
There's still a chance, yeah.
They do a jungle primary, folks, where in California the top two people in the runoffs, in the first round, the first top two people, regardless of party, run against each other. So you could have two Republicans, two Democrats, a Democrat, Republican, whatever. California was counting on it always being some combination thereof and never, ever being two Republicans.
Yeah.
Right. That's their whole MO when they put this law together. And they figured, hey, if it happened once, whatever. What's a Republican going to do anyway in California in office? What are you going to pass law?
Yeah.
You're just going to, you're going to get impeached in the first week and then you're done.
Yeah, pretty much. They'll have you in good luck where you can't do anything.
Yeah.
Of course, Schwarzenegger ran as Republican and he was governor for a while.
Yeah, but that was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Everyone knew him. He had name recognition, and it's Arnold. How bad can he be?
And no one knew about the nanny or the maid at the time, and Of course, even Gary Coleman was running for governor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it could happen. Michael Avenatti could still run.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Isn't he a felon?
Yeah. But, it's California.
Oh, all right. Never mind.
I mean, Eric Swalwell didn't even live there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Didn't he use his lawyer's address or something for the forms?
Yeah. And then
allegedly.
He rented a house and, one of his staffers, a bedroom in their house.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, which he's probably thankfully has nowadays because he's probably been living
there. Yeah, he's like Harry Potter living under the cupboard in the stairs. Yeah.
They're like, Mr. Swalwell, we thought this was just for on paper. We didn't think you'd actually move here.
Yeah, and your lease clearly says no female intern should come with you.
Yeah.
There's not enough room under the stairs for two people.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. In other news, prosecutors reveal camera footage that shows captured Tyler Robinson going to Sniper's Perch, taking shot that killed Charlie Kirk, and then running off to the wooded area. So, folks who are all these nut jobs out there who say, it was actually his wife that was up there on the roof who took the shot with some Israeli, no. They actually submitted into evidence this week footage of Tyler Robinson up there taking the shot and then running away in exactly the way it was portrayed to us in the press. The guy is, in my humble opinion, he's on trial. I can't say anything, but look, he's guilty. He admitted guilt to two different people. They've got all his records of all his, texts and whatnot. He did it. There were people that were part of his gun club up there in Salt Lake City that were saying, "Hey, something big is happening tomorrow. I can't tell you what."
Right.
Big news. Just wait. Wait.
Candace Owens will tell everyone, Monday that it was AI, and that Tyler was actually a female. Yeah. Not transitioning. He's just pretending to be a male, but he's actually a female.
Mm-hmm. I saw an interesting clip today how she was, talking about Zionists. You could never trust Zionists, Zionists this, Zionists that. And then the guy goes and says, okay, so who does she have representing her? Who are her attorneys? Right?
I see where this is going.
Zionists. They're all open Zionists who have made speeches about Israel and yada, yada, and they're all Jews. And, it's like, it's just she hired all Jews to defend her, which is kind of funny. It just goes to show you, never trust a Jew. And then she goes and hires Jews to be her defense attorneys.
Right.
Go figure. So, yeah, there's a lot of nut jobs out there. It's really shocking. Tucker has kind of gone down this crazy train recently.
Right.
Megyn Kelly, she's always kind of hated Trump, so this has given her an excuse. Yeah. She's sort of past it all, and now she's like, I'm not going to kiss up to him anymore because I can't. There's nothing in it for me to do so.
Don't forget what Megyn Kelly did to Alex Jones, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, she couldn't be trusted anyway.
Well, explain that to everyone. What did she do to Alex?
She had that interview with him where basically he had to record the interview as well because it was so cut up. It made him look crazier than he actually was. So Alex had to release his video footage of it so you could see the whole thing. So it was a hit piece, is what it turned out to be. You know.
Which is easy with Alex to bring him on your show and clip him up,
and it doesn't take much to make him look like a crazy man, Yeah,
you just got to get him excited a couple times.
Just bring up frogs and atrazine, and he just goes nuts.
They're not gay, Alex. Come on.
Yeah, no, they're bi. They're bifurcated, yes.
But yeah, there's a whole world of crazy out there, and honestly, it all leads back to this the Fuentes guy. And he has come out and openly said, vote Democratic. Up and down the line, he said, vote Democratic. So the Democratic Party owns these guys, right? Mm-hmm. Candace Owens, all of them, they're all Democrats now.
Controlled opposition, they call it. It's another psyop.
Mm-hmm. So, that guy is coming out saying, and what a weirdo, man. Those guys are weird. I mean, they're just weird. Do you ever see these videos of them, like, out at the clubs?
No.
And they're like at the club, sober as can be, praise be him, God is king. Some girl comes up and they're like, dude, we're not interested. Like, sorry, straight up not interested in your kind.
Right.
Like, I'm going to go to church tomorrow and meet a real girl.
Maybe they're MGTOW,
I think they're potentially performing a different sin that they don't really like to talk about on camera.
Got it.
It looked that way to, anybody looking in on that situation, they'd be like, man, these guys are weird, dude. What's going on with those guys over there, dude? Like, we just sent, like, our hottest friend to go over and, like, say hi to them just to see what they do. And they totally, like, told her to go away because she was, gross.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, Swallow had been there. Different story.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, they're all out having their good time and, dressed to the nines. They think they're like all this. And it's weird watching these guys out in public like that. It was weird. I saw that video and I was like, what are these people about? Because that just makes no sense. Why are you even out? Why'd you rent a limo with like 6 dudes to just go and like not care about any female in the universe on a Saturday night when
that's why you go to clubs, is to find yourself someone of the opposite sex.
Yeah, I mean, you don't
unless you're into the other thing,
Yeah, you can take them to church the next morning and bring them through your world, and if they, turn out to be a part of it, great. But they're probably not. You're right. But why are you out there?
Yeah,
if you're not at least going to sit and talk to them.
Yeah. Well, as a matter of fact, it's good to bring them to church, because if they catch on fire the moment they cross over the threshold into the church, then you know it just wasn't meant to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good litmus test. That's almost as good as take them swimming on the first date so you can see them without makeup.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And I'm all about that. I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't, when women wear a ton of makeup, I've never found that attractive. I just can't. It's not something that I'm not like that. I don't like that look.
There's the guy that sued his wife because one day he saw her without makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My last girlfriend I dated for 4 or 5 years, and I think she wore high heels once. And it was kind of awkward. It was a weird night.
Well, yeah, you're short enough that, if they wear high heels, you look really awkward. So
it's just sense. Awkward. She was so out of character, but her parents wanted her to do it, so she did it for them. Okay. But we both were like, yeah, that was awkward. Like, what? You were just out of. We both were, really.
Right.
I mean, all I did was put on a button down and a jacket, but and, threw an extra comb through my hair.
Right. And were you wearing high heels as well?
No, not till later.
Oh, you were just wearing the lift shoes.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Vans.
Yeah. No, I was talking about, you have those disco boots with the goldfish in the heel, No,
really those goldfish died a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't realize there was a little hole that you could feed them through.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I don't know, man. If you got live goldfish in your boots, you got another thing coming. There's no way they last one night out.
Yeah, especially when you're on the dance floor dancing and just shaking that goldfish left and right,
Yeah. Yeah, by midnight, if you got any, booty in your soul, by midnight, those things are long gone.
Yeah. It's a scrambled fish after that.
David, it's always an honor to have you on the show. Where can people find you online?
Good question. I'm on Minds as David Hogg, and you can actually find me on X as Hogballs with a Z.
With a Z or an S?
With a Z.
I figured it should have
HOGGBALLZ.
Excellent. And do you reach out to the other David Hogg now and then?
I used to, but he's kind of an idiot. So, you should never argue with idiots. They will bring you down to their level and then beat you with experience.
Exactly.
Yep.
Anyway, on that note, folks, we're going to take a break. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition. Make sure to come back on Wednesday night, too, folks. We're live every night, Wednesday night at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, right here on this channel. But for now, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Flatty!
You got it in.
Of course.
Thanks, David, for hanging out.
No problem. So you're going to be okay the next 15 minutes? Okay, cool, man. All right, I'm glad I was able to help.
So, yeah, you went above and beyond.
Okay. All right, man. Well, enjoy the rest of your show.
Okay.
And, Willie will stick around.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Okay.
I'll just make him be an idiot for an extra half hour.
Well, yeah, that's not that hard. Hey. Just, tell him he can sell his chum underwear or something if he,
Oh, no, he's going to try to sell that no-dose stuff that he's...
At least he stopped trying to sell farts in jars that make you smarter. Yeah.
Yeah, but what happens when he sells that one mason jar by accident with his ant in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ghost ant.
Yep. Yep. Of course, she's always smelled that way, so, it's kind of hard to tell.
Are you sure? Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, it still hasn't cooled off yet. It's hot.
It was nice here today. How was it over where you were at, David?
It was cold in the morning.
Yeah.
But, it was like a high of 71. We had some lovely sunshine,
Yeah. It was
like
mid-70s tops here. with a nice breeze, all the chemtrails outside. I was watching, slowly creep across the sky,
Yeah.
but hey.
Yep. Smell of aluminum particles in the air.
When you smoke as much as I do, it's like the
Oh, there you
aluminum,
go.
it just, blends right in, I guess.
Well, yeah. Well, it binds to the tar particle of the
Yeah,
cigarette.
yeah.
You know.
That's how I survived COVID.
That's how a lot of people survive COVID, apparently.
Smoke more!
Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong with that person over there with all those patches?
Yeah. I gotta block my what is it, the T cell or whatever the heck it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And David, this segment's only 10 minutes, right? So if you
Okay.
want to just stick around, we got 10 more minutes of show, 10
All right,
more minutes of break, and then Willie, and then you got
Okay.
your Willie time. I know you love your Willie time.
Well, it's kind of private, but
And you don't even need to
you mean Willie as in Willie's Worm Farm? Never mind. Okay, I thought it was something else.
And honestly, you
Okay.
don't even need to speak. I've got a couple of things I'm going to cover here, and I'm basically going to just read a couple articles
All right.
because they cover the stuff pretty well, and throw in my analysis. And then if you want to dive in, you can. But if you don't want to, you can just fall asleep on your desk, and no one will be the wiser.
And drool on my laptop keyboard. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
All right. And Mark, I'm seeing notice is almost time. This meeting is
30 seconds.
time. Okay.
All
right.
I had a daughter also like, Dad.
If
you
our
gotta
bolt.
use the bathroom, just use it, darling. I'm like,
Yep.
okay, Victoria. Oh, batteries. All right. Yeah, the batteries I keep there. Anyways, here comes your countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show Sunday night edition for April 19th, 2026. I am Censorship Sucks. I am your host. And tonight we're going to talk about a few different articles here in this segment. This is an interesting one. The U.S. Appeals Court, I'm reading here from Gateway Pundit, Ben Q. A U.S. Appeals Court has allowed the Trump administration to continue construction of the $400 million White House ballroom at the site of the former East Wing for the time being. Wow, man. This is crazy. These activist judges keep stepping up and trying to stop him from building the ballroom. They just want an empty hole in the ground for the next decade. They want this thing to be a construction site for the foreseeable future. But finally, a 3-judge panel in Washington, D.C. granted temporary stay to a lower court order that had paused most above-ground work following a lawsuit from the National Trust for Historic Preservation. So there is also an underground section to the East Wing that is security that the military is putting together underneath it. It's a little bit secret, but it's going to be sort of a war room. It'll be obviously very safe in case of attacks and whatnot. And they have the ability to move on with the construction of the underground segment, but then we're stopped from doing any above ground work, which again, you probably have to do all the below ground work first before you can even do the upper ground. So either way, though, this thing needs to be constructed at record speed. It needs to be done quickly. I want to see the thing open for business by October. And I don't see any reason why it can't be. Unless these activist judges step in and keep doing this crap back and forth. But the good news is they finally pulled it back and said, yeah, you can start working again on the construction. So, that's the thing. It's just ridiculous, folks. You can't have a giant hole in the ground on the side of the White House for the next 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, 10 years, right? How long does it take for the government to do anything, to build anything? It's ridiculous. Quote here again from the article: Trump has stated that the ballroom project is being funded by private donors and major corporations and has pushed back against claim it requires congressional approval. Congressional approval has never been given on anything in these circumstances, big or small, having to do with construction at the White House, he wrote in a recent Truth Social post. In this case, even less so because the ballroom is being built with private donation, no federal tax money required. And it's part of a broader initiative that Donald Trump is putting together across Washington, D.C. He's going to build a giant arch over one of the main bridges that comes into Washington, D.C. from Virginia, a 250-foot arch that will commemorate the 250th anniversary of the United States happening this summer. And what a gigantic party that's going to be. David Hogg, what do you think of this ballroom? Does it need to get done ASAP, or can we just sit on it for the next 5 years?
Well, apparently there's like some weird underground stuff supposed to be happening, and he's working with the military as well. So, yeah, it all depends. They got to have their tunnels that connect to the alien bases, and so if we delay too long, I mean, what they're going to announce the aliens sometime in July, right? I guess to coincide with that Steven Spielberg movie coming out.
Yeah.
So,
So there we go.
It's got to get done pronto, otherwise, we're going to be left out from the alien tunneling.
Mm-hmm. And now, David, I want to get your opinion on this because, you're here. Don't always get you on the show. There's a lot of talk about the Straits of Hormuz. But what about the gays of Hormuz? What about that?
Well, Iranians don't really care about the gays. So that's why you don't hear a lot about them,
Okay.
I'm just more concerned that they're going around calling these moose whores, which is totally inappropriate. Gay or straight, you just shouldn't, refer to a moose as a whore. It's not right. Unless it's a slur against Canadians.
I don't know
the Straits of Hormuz. They're talking about the Hormuzes, right?
Oh, the Hormuzes. Gotcha.
Yes. See, the best thing about being David Hogg is when you actually start losing it, no one's going to know.
So anyway, yeah, it's crazy, this back and forth, because Trump is saying, hey, we control the strait now. And then Iran was just firing on a Indian tanker that they allegedly gave permission to go through.
Right.
And then they started shooting at it. And they're like, please stop. You told us we could come through. And
yeah. Didn't even radio them,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think they released the audio, actually, of it.
And then Iran, one of their spokesmen came out and said, yeah, the strait, it's open again. And then later, somebody higher up came on and said, that guy's an idiot. Didn't know what he's talking about.
Yep. It's like Groundhog's Day, And once again, the Straits of Hormuz are closed.
Yeah, it's like they don't know what they're doing 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. It's almost as if no one's really sure who's in charge over there.
Exactly.
That's what happens when, your leaders get eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next guy in charge gets eliminated,
Yeah. And they're going on with, oh man, I was reading these stories about these women over there that were, put to death. Your punishment is you're going to die. We're going to kill you, the government. We're going to kill you because you were protesting, right? Capital punishment. And what they would do the night before they murdered, they killed these protesters, is they would rape them. So then they couldn't go to heaven, because if you're a virgin and you die, you go to heaven.
Yeah, right. Because you have to be there for all those martyrs that are coming. Yeah.
The monstrosity. And and they truly believe this stuff. Mm-hmm. It's their religion. It's what they worship all day, every day. It's their whole reason for living is their religion.
Yeah. And apparently the Pope seems cool with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Tucker Carlson's all about it.
Yeah.
And it's just a backwards like you guys are living in the 6th century. You're really like so far behind the times that it's insane, and yet somehow the left in America is putting them as like their top martyr. They love Iran now. There's no one on the left that is pro this war. They all hate it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the left feels that Iran should have nukes, but they don't want American citizens to own a pistol.
There you go. Explain that one.
Yeah, I can't. That's one of those make it make sense. It's just I can't happen.
Yeah, and it's straight up fundamentalism, folks. I mean, it's the straight up like scariest kind of religious fanatics. The what are those the Baptist guys down in the South that would always go out and say God hates fags and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. The Westboro Baptist Church. Reverend Phelps. Yes.
Yeah, it's if those people were in charge of Iran. It's kind of that level of fanaticism.
Well, okay. I have to give the Westboro Baptist Church people credit. They are all lawyers, and what they do is they go out there and they get people all worked up. They rage bait them to do something stupid, like throw a soda at them while they're on the side of the road with their little sign, and then they sue them and make a ton of money. So, you have to give them some sort of credit.
Yeah, it's a business decision. It's not. It's more of a side gig than than a real protest.
Yeah, they're kind of like the Johnny Somalis of the religious world.
Oh yeah, we'll get into Johnny Somali in the next hour. I wish I had more time for it. I mean, well, we've got less than a minute, so
yeah.
The guy Johnny Somali, a YouTuber, went over to Asia and just started desecrating everything he could in South Korea. Just being, the jerks you see on the internet, the just total like jerks that go out and do jerk things, and you're like, wow, I can't believe that guy's even like making a living, and yet he's making millions of dollars. It's one of those guys, and he's looking at a year in jail now. Of like 6 months of hard labor.
Yeah.
He's guilty. He's doing 6 months of hard labor over there. And
I'm sure he'll live stream it,
Yeah. And we'll get into him more later in the show because it's worth expanding on what he did and just what a slimeball he was and how much he deserved what happened to him. But in the limited amount of time since you brought it up, I thought I'd just kind of give a summary to everybody out there. Johnny Somali, look it up. It's a heck of a story, and couldn't have happened to a more, more of a jerk. Let's just put it that way. He truly deserved what he got time for, But anyway, folks, this is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show. We got to wrap up hour 1 right here, but stay tuned. We'll be right back for hour 2 right after these messages.
Flat Earth.
Okay. Well, we got about
I wish people would draw
2.5 minutes on this one. I'm going to let it run out and then make the call back.
What about contrails? Contrails. What about contrails?
Yeah, exactly.
Birds aren't real.
Birds aren't
hey, they
real.
aren't,
No.
Yep. They sit on those power lines to recharge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
last
just
week CIA drones.
Doc did a flat Earth intro, which has never been done before on the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was good. It was funny.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah. We all know that if the Earth was actually flat, the cats would have knocked everything off by now.
Especially when you look at like the big African cats,
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, because they can climb the ice wall and knock stuff off.
Them and polar bears, right?
Yeah, exactly. But according to Al Gore, the polar bears are all gone.
Always liked that song, If We Had Some Global Warming. I forget who done it, but it was a song based off of The Who.
Nice.
Something that they did. It was really good. It was about some Canadians. Yeah. Well, we'd have alligators up there, and they're like, nah, the muskies would eat them. Well, what
The
about the
swamp
polar
death dwelling
bears?
hillbillies of Mississippi.
Oh, I need a new rug for my living room.
Yep. And CS, I wasn't supposed to come back. I was muted. I was actually in a browser somewhere, and I hear you call me out.
Yeah.
I was like, oh crap, I got to click, and yeah.
You know, my voice was cracking big time. I just like
Okay.
it was.
All
I
right.
don't know if you can hear it.
Fine.
I was like
okay.
talking like this. I'm like, oh, David, what do you think?
Took me a second to get everyone to click and unmute.
See, this is why
Yeah, I
you
know.
can't make AI music while we're on air.
Well, that's funny. That's what I was actually in the process of doing. I was typing a prompt.
I figured
Yeah.
that
Well,
much.
I wanted to do the Dave Matthews Band sing "Dumping," you know.
All right, we're going to lose this room, and then I'm going to bring us right back in it.
All right.
Okay.
And hopefully we'll get Willie along the way.
Yeah, because I don't know if my voice can hold up much longer.
All right. That was Censorship Sucks, Hour 1 of the Roundtable Radio Show. And we got Hour 2 coming up here in just a minute. Let me get the crew up and running here once again, and we will probably, most likely, have our good buddy Willie in with us tonight. There we go. Uh-oh, look out.
All right, David Hogg in the house.
We got some.
I want to say hi to Willie.
coming in here, I think.
I'm missing Willie.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not hanging out after that. Yeah, my voice is starting to rag out.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Besides, I got AI music to create.
Actually, you can go. That's fine. Just we need Hansel though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or Michael.
Or Michael.
Yeah, or the King of Nigeria.
Yeah, the representative.
Representative to the King of Nigeria.
Yeah.
The King of Nigeria! Yep. I've created song AI versions of those voices. Michael's been doing a lot of singing lately. The King of Nigeria didn't turn out right, but it's interesting.
There are a few that come out really funny.
Yeah.
Let me message Willie. Where are you, buddy?
Yep. Hey!
Hey!
There he is.
Hey, man.
Hey, man! Hey!
Hey, folks in the house.
Yeah, the Hansel in the house, yeah.
Hey, we're Hansel. Hey, Hansel.
Yeah, really,
You're gonna run him off,
I
that's
got
cool.
your money for the bus ticket, but because you wanted me to come out to the desert to do the whole bee thing, but
Yeah.
I went ahead and I cashed out the bus ticket and I bought myself a horse, and I'm just going to ride the horse to the desert, and it's going to be fine because the horse has no name.
That's a song. How you making stuff up now, man? Come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought you went to that other place in the desert.
The Hotel California?
No. That one where they have the conferences, out by Area 51. Contact in the desert.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to all be, moot come July when they find out that they're interdimensional beings. Yeah.
Now, Willie, please do me a favor. We've got David Hogg, we've got Hansel here tonight. Please don't run them off. Okay.
Actually, we don't have them here. I got rooked into doing the first hour, and I've pretty much I've
Willie,
blown my
don't
voice
run them
out.
off,
So,
please.
yep,
You're running them off, Willie.
Yep. He's gonna sell his chunderwear.
Hey, man, we sure miss you, man. Ain't no doubt about it.
Well, I did an hour of radio, so I fulfilled my contractual obligations.
Yeah, but you ain't done $4.33 worth.
No, I haven't. I have not. Dude, that's like 6 years worth. 25 years if you pay me in Minds tokens.
Oh my!
Hey, I got about 3,000 or 4,000 of them things.
Minds tokens?
Yeah, they need to be worth something, man.
I got like 34,000 of them.
Yeah.
All I could do is think these things were $3 at one time.
Yeah,
Great.
$4, I think. They used to be up to $4 at one point in time. I missed that boat.
Yeah.
Man, it would be amazing if they ever came back, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I just don't see it happening.
I don't either.
I blame Motivation Nation. It's all her fault.
Yeah.
She was on the radio more promoting them, then we'd all be rich. But, she got her stuff. She don't need to help out anymore.
She took her money, ran, bought a tractor.
Yeah.
And how many houses now? 3?
Yeah, I know. She got that John Deere, and she's no longer here.
That's funny right there.
Everything was good until Willie wrecked her Winnebago.
Yeah, well,
with the
it happened at the Wormapalooza, didn't it?
Yeah. Actually, Hansel set that thing on fire.
No, he didn't.
No. Remember, you summoned Cthulhu with the face of Greta Thunberg. It was all heck broke loose.
Yeah. It was kind of weird seeing that squid thing come up out of the water and that, but with the face of a potato.
Exactly. It kept screaming, "How dare you!"
Yeah, and I thought it was one of the other Cthulhu monsters, like Eogsoth or something like that, instead of him. But anyways, getting back to it. Veterans Radio in the Kick Chat. Welcome in, buddy. Thank you for being here. And we got 30 seconds.
All right, guys, have a great show.
Man, we miss you, David.
Thank you.
Miss you too, Willie. That's why I'm hanging out, just so I can talk to you.
I'm glad to hear you.
All right.
I'll catch up with you later on in the week, David.
Thank you so much, David. All right, Willie.
All right, here it comes.
Let's do this.
Look out, cats, dogs, kids, Kurt Climbers, Crumb Beggars, and all the other folks out there. Your countdown is now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you are live and on the radio side for the second hour right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, Sunday night edition for April 19th, 2026. The 250th anniversary of this great United States of America. That's right. Since 1776, it's been 250 years. And we are kicking butt. As a country, man, we got it real good. In the first hour, we talked to Willie, and maybe you heard about this. They went over there to England, and they started asking everyone in the UK where they would be if they were a U.S. state, where they would rank. And they all thought they'd be doing pretty good against the good old U.S. of A. until they found out they'd be 51st behind Mississippi. Those swamp-dwelling hillbillies down there, they'd be below them as far as the money they're making and what's going on in the world. So, Willie Lee, my guest tonight, tell us what you think of that.
Yeah. Hey, man, I got one word for you, man. butt suits. Butt suits. No, hey, hey, stick with me, man. Hey, these astronauts, man, they had these suits on. Hey, for all y'all out there in Radio Land don't know, man. Hey, this here is Willie Lee. I run Willie's Worm Farm down in Waldo, Florida. Now, hey, I got to tell them who I am.
You're just like straight up admitting here in so many words that you are incapable of just answering a direct question. Like I just, I asked you about England, and you're you're going off the butt suits immediately. You can't even feign that you're going to maybe pretend like you're going to answer for a little bit and then go off course. You just go right off course, don't you?
Hey, I done told you, man. Hey, one thing leads to another. I got to say something to say something else, man. I got to let folks know who I am, man.
All right. It's Willie Lee here. I introduced you. You sell pea jugs.
Yeah,
a big jug with a letter P on the side. That's all it is. It's nothing special. And you pee in it.
Hey, I sell worm hot dogs and pea jugs too, man. But these people down in Mississippi, that's what I was getting up. That's what I was trying to tell you, man. Hey, down there in Mississippi, hey, I met a fella down there in Mississippi, and he's the one. Well, this is my original idea. He gave me the idea, but he thought of it, but I made it my idea. Hey, and his butt suits, man. Hey, astronaut suits. Hey, I studiorized it, man. Studiorized it. They got these astronauts. They went up into outer space, man. Hey, and their suits cost $12 million to build them, man. $12 million. Hey, these things has got their own oxygen. They regulate their own pressure, provide active cooling, integrated communications, and basically, man, these space suits, they're their own little capsules, man. Hey, astronaut, he can fly around in outer space in just one of these suits, and he can survive, man. Hey, he can survive for a long time. Hey, and we want to. Hey, that's what I want to do. I'm going to go back there and find that fella in Mississippi. Hey, people in Mississippi are smart. I'm telling you, man. You call them swamp dwellers or whatever, man. Hey, but them some smart folks. Hey, but these butt suits, I call them butt suits because they're driven by methane, man. Hey, if the astronauts eat a lot of beans, man, they can have a little compartment there on their butts, man. Hey, and produce methane to propel them into outer space, man. Look at here. Hey, you got to have ideas, man. Ideas what you got to have. Hey, but as far as
that's where they cost $12 million.
Yeah,
because I can't imagine you're going to produce enough methane to move more than 2 feet.
Yeah, no, hey, the thing of it is, though, man, because I learned a lot through this Artemis crew thing, man. Hey, all you got to do is have just a little bit of a propulsion to get you in the right direction, and you can travel hundreds and hundreds of thousands of miles on just a little old propulsion, man.
Are you telling me this week that you believe they did that? Because last week it seemed like you were highly skeptical that they even left California.
I don't, man. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. Hey, it's all made up. It's all green screen. It's all studio stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, here's what I want to know. Hey, John Galt. Hey, by the way, hello, Mark. Wojciech,
yeah, that's me.
Producer.
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, hey, I just want to say hello, Mr. Producer. Hey, and John Galt. Hey, listen up, man. Hey, I sent you some stuff, man. You don't even look at the stuff that I send you.
I saw what you sent me. It was horse cocky.
No, you treat me like an old raggedy shoe, man. Hey, you throw me off in the corner, and you forget about me.
New shoelaces, but you're still going to be an old raggedy shoe.
Yeah, no, man. Hey, me and you's going to have to go down to the Red Lobster one day and have some dinner, man. Hey, I can take all that money that you give me. We can go down to the Red Lobster.
Shooter. Sounds like fun, Shooter.
That's about what it is, man. You too big and bad and important to mess around with us little folks.
Well, you sent me. All right, let's talk about what you sent me.
Yep.
It was something about like 30 different videos about the Earth was flat and the whole Artemis thing was fake.
Yeah, man. Hey, and you 30
videos.
Hey,
and I watched none of it. Correct.
You didn't watch none of it.
Not one. If you'd have sent me one 1 minute video and said, "Hey, here you go," I might have watched that. But when you send me 80 to 150 hours of random video, no, I'm not going to watch 150 hours of videos.
At least you're lucky, man. He always sends me those stupid feet pictures.
And you know what? Hey, and you know what? Hey, I'm going to tell you what your problem is, man. I'm going to tell you what your problem is. You didn't know you had a problem. I'm going to tell you what your problem is. Hey, your problem is this, man. You have succumbed to a belief system, and through that belief system you will not deviate from that belief system because you don't want to know the truth. Because in order to know the truth, then you would have to admit that you have been wrong, and nobody wants to be wrong, and you don't want to admit it, man. And that's what it boils down to. Come on.
Those sound like wise words. I will give you that. Those sound like very wise words. You don't want to get caught up in the belief system. All right, great. So now, do we want to go straight to the great ice wall that surrounds the flat Earth, or where do you want to go from there? Where am I so deeply held in my beliefs that I need to open my mind?
Yeah, no,
aliens?
I want to talk about Merlin the Talking Pig. That's what I want to do.
Merlin the Talking Pig. Expand my mind, will you? Expand all of our minds so we can, not be so stuck in our old ways of thinking that pigs don't talk. Go ahead.
Merlin the Talking Pig. Hey, you can look him up, man. Hey, he is a Vietnamese pot-bellied pig. He has racked up a whopping 1.1 million Instagram followers, man. Hey, Merlin the Pig, the Talking Pig, he's in the Guinness Book of World Records. Hey, he's the most famous pig that ever was, man. He's a 4-year-old, 180-pound pig, and he has the prestigious title of the most followers on Instagram for a pig. Hey, now see there, that right there is the kind of news that people want to hear all about, man. That's the kind of news they want to hear about. Hey, here's something else too.
Yeah.
Hey, this here, Hey, this here is news, man. Hey, this is news. Hey, y'all remember?
So the talking pig doesn't talk, though, right? Just to clear that up, it does not talk.
Oh, he talks, man. He talks real good, man. Hey, y'all got to look him up, man. Merlin the Talking Pig. Hey, he looks like Nancy Pelosi. It's the same thing. Nancy Pelosi's a talking pig too. She ought to be in the Guinness Book of World Records. No, hey, you got to listen up though, man. Hey, I'm going from one thing to another. We got a lot of news that I want to cover. Hey, because all y'all out there in Radio Land don't know, this here is also the Willie's Worm Farm Roundtable Radio Show, man, and we broadcast live off the top of a billboard out here on I-26 in Sandy Run, South Carolina, man. Hey, we worldwide is what we are, man. Hey, but here's what I want to know.
We got 10 minutes before we got to take a break, so you got 10 minutes. Run with it.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm trying, man. Hey, y'all remember Baby Jessica? Baby Jessica, it was something, I don't have the article in front of me, man. I lost the article, man. But this was like back in 1987 or something, man. There was a baby Jessica. She was like 18 months old, and she fell into a 22-foot well in her aunt's backyard. And it took 60 hours for them to rescue her. Hey, y'all remember that story? It was like back in 1987 or something or another. Baby Jessica Morales. Y'all remember that? Come on.
I don't know if I do. Hey,
it happened. It happened in Texas, man. Hey, but guess what? She got arrested the other day, Wednesday, April the 15th. She got arrested. She got in a fight with her husband. She grabbed her husband by the neck. She grabbed her husband by the neck, and he shoved her off. And then she tripped over her child. Hey, because they was arguing, and she grabbed him by the neck because somebody somebody said, hey, y'all quit arguing in front of that kid. And the husband said, no, F that, man. And she grabbed a hold of him and she went to jail, man. See, that's news right there. Come on. See, that's what folks want to hear about,
There you
man.
go.
Hey,
Excellent.
yeah, no,
That's
there's
very
there's
interesting
all.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is an interesting story. Now you got people worldwide; they're going to Googleize it, and they're going to see if what I'm telling is the truth or not, man. I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you. Hey, I've been working on a song too. I ain't even gonna sing the song, but look at him. Did you know? Hey, these are weird English facts. Did you know that the I before E rule is a lie? You remember that? Hey, I before
Yeah.
E except after C or something. Hey, no,
Uh-huh.
hey, it's a lie. Hey, not only is it a lie, man, there are actually 923 exceptions to the I before E rule. It's a lie. That's just like one of them lies what you've been told in school. And that leads
Uh-huh.
into other lies and all the lies that we believe, man. Hey, did you know that the word Q, like a cue ball or like NQ, it's just the letter Q followed by four completely useless silent letters, man. It's just dumb stuff, man. It's
Yeah.
lies after lies after
But a
lies that
Q
we've
always
been
has to have a
told.
U after it, right?
Yeah, yeah, it don't matter. It's still Q. Hey,
Yeah, but it
Q is
can't stand
Q.
alone. It should be able
Yeah,
to stand
no,
alone.
let me ask you this, man. Hey, here's
Hmm.
another lie. Hey, did y'all hear about hey did y'all hear about Pete Hegseth? He was citing Ezekiel 25:17, and it was just a
Uh-huh.
Bible he said it was a Bible verse, but really it was just a clip from Pulp Fiction. Did y'all see that,
No.
man? Yeah, no,
No.
hey,
What that was is he was reading a specific prayer that the group that went in and caught that soldier in Iran, that they would say, and that was an adaptation somewhat from Pulp Fiction. It was
yeah,
influenced by Pulp Fiction.
no,
So, but he
it was.
specifically said he was reading the prayer that group would say when they went into
Oh
battle.
man, yeah, no, I don't think he knew that, man. I
No, he
think
did. He specifically said he did. Yeah, that's
no, no.
I think it was the New York Times that came up with that article, and it was debunked pretty quickly.
See there, see there. Now, we're looking for truth, and you have
Yeah,
debunked it, and you have told us that what was thought to be the truth wasn't the truth at all, man. Hey, see now, people need people like you to
yeah.
debunk all
Well,
this stuff, man. Yeah, because
that's
hey,
why we do what we do
no,
here.
I've seen it all over the place. Hey, I'm looking at an article right now. I said Pete Hegseth quotes fake Bible verse from Pulp Fiction at a
And
Pentagon
what's your
prayer
source?
service.
What's the source though? Where are you reading from?
Yeah, no, hey, this here is trtworld.com.
Yeah,
And
something
I
no one's
got
ever heard
another
of.
one. And then I got another one. It's from TikTok. Hey, y'all know TikTok is reliable, man. Come on.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
but here's
yeah.
what.
It's nobody's ever said a lie on TikTok.
But here's what I want to know, man. Hey, I got to looking at stuff. Hey, did y'all know that space capsule? Hey, it come in through the atmosphere, and I seen all kind of pictures of that thing, and I don't even know which one's real or not. Hey, they got one of them. It looks like it's brand new, and one of them looks like it's scorched, and one of them got American flag stickers and NASA stickers on it that ain't been burned
Uh-huh.
off. And man, I don't know what's what, man. Hey, but this thing come in, it was 5,000 degrees. They said the shield that was on it melted and charred and everything just to carry away the heat, man, protecting the crew and preventing the cabin from overheating, man. The cabin temperature remains safe while the exterior heat dissipates rapidly before splashdown. Hey, 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, man. Hey, to let y'all know something, man, I got to looking it up. Hey, lava is only 2,000 degrees. So that means that this space capsule could be set down in the middle of a volcano to go and explore the inside of a volcano. Come on. Hey, that might be the next mission to the center of the earth to access the center of the earth through a volcano. Hey, lava. Yeah, lava is 1,200 to 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey, I done studied up on it, man. I done studied up on a whole bunch of stuff, man. Hey, wait a minute, hold on. Hey, a news flash. Hey, the Strait of Hormuz is open. Yeah, it just come
Yep.
across the line. Strait of Hormuz is open right. Hey, wait a minute, huh? Hey, news flash. Strait of Hormuz is closed. Hey, it's
Yep.
it's open. It's closed. It's open. It's closed. Hey, we don't know what's going on, man. Hey, look at here. Hey, I got ideas, man. I'm telling you. Hey, I got to thinking about stuff. Hey, and you got to bear with me here, man. Hey, and I got to thinking. I got to think about clubs, man. Hey, everybody can have their own club, like a library club. Hey, and then the library club members, they can wear these patches. You know, like with the top patch and the center patch and the bottom patch, and like bikers do, man. Hey, and they can be library club members, where you can have gun clubs, man. Hey, what if you had a gun club and everybody walked around and they had their little patches on the back of their jackets, and the bikers, they couldn't say anything about it, man. And I got to thinking about it, and when I got to thinking about it, I got to thinking real hard that, like a church, man, a church ain't nothing but a big club, and we can start our own church. And hey, I got to studying up on it, man. Hey, Willie's Church, Church of Willie. We gonna have Church of Willie. Hey, the only problem with the Church of Willie, hey, we can call ourselves the Heaven's Angels instead of the Hell's Angels. Hey, we call ourselves the Heaven's Angels, man. Or Willie's Angels. It wouldn't be like Charlie's Angels. It'd be Willie's Angels.
Not
Man.
a cult.
Yeah, no, hey, it ain't gonna be a cult. It'll be a church, man. It'll be a
That's
bona
why you're gonna
fide
put
church.
hashtag not a cult everywhere you do it.
Yeah, exactly, man. Hey, exactly. Hey, and I got to looking it up, man. Hey, churches, man, they can own businesses. Like, technically speaking, if a church wanted to own a bar, they could. Hey, and what gets me is the congregation. They'll donate. What happens, man? The churches, man, they'll pass around the plate, and they say, "Lord, have mercy. Give to the church. Give to the church." Then the church is going to take that money, and they're going to buy a business somewhere, like a dry cleaner or something or another, and all they going to, and they're making money off that dry cleaner. Hey, but guess what? Do you think the profits will go back to the congregation? No, they don't, man. Hey, the church keeps all that money, but I'm going to start the Church of Willie, and all the donations I get, I'm going to go out there and buy a bunch of businesses and stuff like that, and then all the proceeds will go back to the congregation. And all I need is just one more member to start, because that's all you need is 2 members to be a church. I can't find nobody to sign up with me, though. Come on.
That sounds kind of blasphemous, Willie. I got to say, a little blasphemous. I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know if
hey,
that's going to sit good with the Lord.
Yeah, well, hey, he won't mind, man. He won't mind. Hey, because I just, because I'll still talk about God, and I'll still talk about Jesus and everything else, man. Hey, but hey, I got to looking at some other stuff, man. Hey, look at him. This is really, really
We got
important
30
stuff
seconds,
now.
so
No,
hurry up.
hey, this is important stuff, man. Hey, I'm gonna start
20
a
seconds.
glamping. Hey, glamping is what we're gonna do, man. I'm gonna set up a bunch of tents around the farm, and people can come and they can pay me to go glamping. Is what they can do.
Yeah,
I put
glamping.
them.
It's a very high-end form of camping. It's glamorous. It's glamping.
Yeah,
It's going to be at mosquitosglamping.com. But folks, we've got to go to
yeah.
break. We'll be
No,
right
man.
back after
Hey, flat Earth, man. Hey.
this.
You got it, Dan.
Yeah. You're crazy, Willie. If you want to, I would be happy to have you come in for the next half hour as well. I'll set the pace more, but
Okay.
if
Hey, I didn't even get around to talking about ninjas, man. Hey, I'm gonna do it. Hey, no, I'm gonna do it. Hey, do you know that there's been over 1,000 ninja movies made? Hey, I looked it up, man. There's only been like 200.
That's surprising.
No, there's been like 200 and 300 or something like that that's been verified. It's been speculated that there's over 1,000 ninja movies, man.
Yeah.
Hey, and I got to thinking about it, man. You can put ninjas into anything and make it a good movie. I mean, can you imagine, man? That's
Dude,
just
they
like
That
made
idea
Ninja
was
Turtles
already
in the
taken
sewer.
in Wayne's World.
what? Hey, tell me about it.
In Wayne's World, they had ninjas at the wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
Well,
that
what'd they say
idea's been
about it?
taken. You know.
What to put ninjas and everything?
Yeah.
Oh man, I sitting there thinking it's a Willie original. You know, you can
See,
have the most boringest storyline ever, but if
but
you put ninjas in there,
you know,
people will pay
I'm going to
attention.
tell you, Willie. Since about the '70s and that, there haven't been too many monkey movies. So maybe you could get that to come back.
Yeah.
Monkeys,
No, hey,
monkeys as
no, the
ninjas to start out with, maybe,
Yeah, hey,
and
no,
they
the
just
Planet
lose
of the
interest
Apes
in
was
it,
pretty
you know,
big.
in their arts, and you know,
Yeah, how
they
many
start
Planet
a
of the Apes
church,
movies?
you know, on a worm
Probably
farm.
thousands.
Yeah, I think there was like 3 or 4 of the Planet of the Apes movies.
Oh, there's like
This
7, 8 of them, and then there's
this
all the
thing,
spin-offs.
Artemis 2 Orion, came in at 25,000 miles an hour, Mach 33. The
Jeez.
space shuttle came in at 17,500 miles an hour, Mach 25. I mean, how can you even believe all this stuff? I mean, this thing had no propulsion system on it.
Well, the thing about it though is that Elon Musk will do all that for like 1/10 of the price
Yep.
in
That's
the near
just-
future.
That's
You know.
just it. Elon Musk has himself said it cannot be done. He was talking about the number of rockets
did not
that
see
you would
that part.
need, and I looked it up.
Yeah. Well, in the 2 minutes we have before we come back, I'm probably not going to. But yeah, I want to ask you though. Germany demographics. More than 1 in 4 people now have a migration history in Germany, and it's probably a very different country than when you were there, Willie.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, there was
And
a
I'm not
lot
talking
of,
to James. I'm talking to Willie.
yeah, no. It's a lot of foreigners, man, over there in Germany land, man.
But you spent some time there, and you sprechen Sie das.
Ja, hör mal zu, ich bring da halt mal Deutsch bei, dass du was verstehen kannst.
And you can probably say some really crazy shit in German and get away with it completely on the show.
Maybe.
Ja, zum Beispiel,
Maybe.
ich halte mal auf der Stelle auf, bis du im Aufstellen tust, alter Drecksei.
Because the minute someone
Drecksau,
starts speaking
bleibst
German, you just
Drecksau.
assume it's the worst.
Das heißt Sa, nicht
Well,
Sau.
you know, I need to add that into my like my category type stuff too, and the list for the languages being spoken. So I need to know that ahead of time, Willie, if you're going to do that. 30 seconds.
Hey, that was prompted. Okay? Hey, I did not know that I was going to be prompted.
Anyways, we're getting ready, and here it comes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're back live and on the radio side right now.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hour 2 of the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, April 19th, 2026. This is your host, Censorship Sucks. And tonight, if you haven't noticed as of yet, Doc had to take a night off for personal family issues, and that's perfect. You know, hey, family first, as we always say, family friendly, family first. So tonight I thought it'd be fun to bring in somebody a little different to cover the news with me in the last half hour of the show. With me tonight, I've got Willard Lee from Florida. Willie, how are you?
You done messed up now. Doggone, man. Oh,
right,
you're
so
lame. No. Hey,
William,
this
William.
just in. Hey, breaking news. The Strait of Hormuz is closed.
Oh, it's open. I assure you. I guarantee it's open.
Yeah,
Iran
no,
can't do much about it. They really can't.
it's open now.
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah, it just
We've
now
got the
opened.
entire Navy over there. It's open.
It's closed now. Uh,
Yeah.
hey,
Um.
hey, hey, I got a question, man. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is true or not. See, you're the man of truth. Hey, I want to know: is it
And
true that
wisdom.
the United States of America has lost 44 aircraft ever since they started bombing Iran?
I know we've lost the ones that I'm aware of are in maybe the dozen or so range, about 12, but there could certainly be more that I'm unaware of. I know some were sacrificed, in that one rescue mission. They actually had to leave a couple behind and they just blew them up. But yeah, it's possible.
Well,
What does that mean, though? What does that mean
yeah,
to you?
no, hey, here's another question, man. Hey, I believe in
Well,
you.
you asked me that question. What does that mean to you? Why would you ask me?
No,
What's the importance of that question to you?
no, hey, that was just a simple question, man. Hey, here's
The
something
first and
else I
only
want to
question
know.
you've had to ask me, in
Yeah,
weeks. So why? Okay, but
yeah,
go ahead. Ask me the next
yeah,
one. You don't want to answer, obviously.
yeah,
So
no, these
I'll
are
let you slither away
topics.
and ask your next question. Go ahead.
Hey, these are topics of interest, man. Now, hey,
Mhm.
I want to know what Lebanon's got to do with all this, man. Why, why is Lebanon getting the cahoots bombed out of them?
Lebanon has a force in there called Hezbollah, who are not welcome by Lebanon or its people. They are a radical offshoot of Iran that is funded and paid for by Iran that has been bombing Israel on Lebanon's southern border. They have control over much of southern Lebanon, and they've been at war with Israel, basically using Lebanon as their occupied territory to invade Israel. And so there's that which has been going on. That's why the IRGC was so insistent that there be a ceasefire there for the time being, at least.
Let's see there, man. Hey, you the go-to man. I'm telling you.
What else you got, man?
But no, hey, you was talking about immigration, man. Hey, as of 2026, the European Union is implementing a stricter migration approach, focusing on accelerated deportations and return hubs in third world countries for
Yeah, right.
rejected asylum seekers, man. Over 5 million immigrants arrived in the EU from non-EU countries, and they are subsequently being deported. Of course, hey, that's old news. I'm looking
Well,
at it right now, man.
that's
But
what they're
hey,
saying, though. What you say? The EU is just like what Ursula? What's her name? The head of the EU, is that her like direct quote from her office, or is this a TMZ report about what they want Europe to do?
oh no, I know that. I mean, that particular article right there came from PBS, man. Hey, but here,
PBS,
look at
right?
it here. No,
Yeah.
here's the thing,
They're
man.
not going to
Hey,
do anything, Willie. PBS can say that, but there's nothing that's going to change. They are going to ratchet up immigration as much as they can. Look at what Spain just did. They gave 500,000 people, maybe another 500,000 on top of it, citizenship, right? They had people lined up for days out in front. Just all you got to do is show up with anything, a thumbprint, and you're a citizen. And I mean, it's opening the floodgates. Spain is wide open. It's going to be just unrecognizable in 10 years. Europe will be unrecognizable. It's unrecognizable today from what it used to be. Now I say that as someone who's never been to, Europe. I've never stepped foot over there. So you did, though. I know you lived there for long enough to actually speak the language pretty fluently, right?
yeah, man. Hey, can I speak some French, Mark? No,
Go
hey,
ahead.
no. Hey, look at here. Here's the thing. the thing about migrations is when people, it would occur to me that whenever people migrate to a country, that they would acclimate themselves to that country. Instead of bringing their culture to the country that they're going to, they would acclimate themselves to the country that they're going to. But you can look up there in Dearborn, Michigan, for example, man. Dearborn, Michigan, Detroit, man, that whole area is nothing but they've got the call to prayer and the sound systems and everything, and people in the streets
Dearborn.
and down on the
Sure.
prayer rugs and everything, and they're basically turning that whole city into the place that they left, and that's exactly what they want to do. Is it's in their doctrine that they want to take over, and that's what it boils down to, man. And
Yeah.
people like now people that come up to the United States from say Mexico and Honduras and what have you, what they want to do is they just want to live their lives and not try to control everybody and tell them what to do. But these people that are coming over from the Middle East, they want to implement this Sharia law and everything else, and it's just crazy, man.
Yeah. It's I've always said that the immigration that we're getting in the United States is night and day different than what they're getting in Europe. That we share a common religion and basic culture, with many of the people that are coming here from Central America, South America, you name it. Like wherever they're coming from, if they're coming over the Mexican border, 9 out of 10 of them share our values, Whereas in Europe, it's night and day different. It's Islam is much different than Christianity, and it carries with it its own sets of rules and laws and you name it, and an open intent to take over any country they come to make them majority Islam under Sharia law. I mean, it's not a secret. It's open. They tell you, yes, we will make England a Sharia country eventually. It will be an Islamic country. That's their goal. And how do they do that? Have kids, make babies. There's a report that just came out that said over from Breitbart here, quote, over 1 in every 4 people in Germany, or nearly 22 million, now have an immigration history, meaning either they are first generation or they have 2 parents that immigrated. And that accounts for 26.3% of the population. And the vast majority of those are Islam.
But you know what, and that's even fine. Because, I mean, the United States is a country, it's a melting pot. We've got people from all over the place in the United States. But these people that came, they are their own. We're Americans. They didn't bring their culture to America and try to make everybody acclimate to their culture.
Yeah. Which has happened, America is very, very different, though, as I said, from Europe, where they're not trying to assimilate. There's no interest to assimilate. It's just a straight up have as many kids as we possibly can over there, take everything out of the system that we possibly can, get paid, all your rent, all your expenses, get the money, make babies, and, take over the country. Eventually you bankrupt everyone else. That's why we were talking about England being the 51st state as far as like their incomes, because they're taxed to death to support this economy of people that are coming in there and basically living off the government. And, you can point to PBS and say, hey, they're going to, export them all in the next few years. Well, no, they're not. They're not. Keir Starmer is, never going to do that. Now, you got Rupert Lowe, who's saying we need to do that. But PBS would call Rupert Lowe the most radical dude on the planet, right? The Restore Party. And then you got Reform with Nigel Farage, which is somewhere in the middle, which they would also label him as extreme far right. Whereas really he's like the rhinos over here. He's a rhino. He won't do anything. He'll talk a good game, but he's really not going to do anything at the end of the day about immigration over there. And it's not the boats. It's not the boats coming over from France. It's the legal immigration that they allow. The people that come over and say, hey, I am a refugee. I need asylum. And they say, rubber stamp, boom, good to go. You're legally here now. All you got to do is say asylum. I live in danger of my home country. And poof, you're in, no questions asked. And it just is what it is, right? So it's a very different thing when we talk about the 2 continents. You follow me?
You know, Rupert Lowe, he founded the Great Yarmouth First Party. And basically what he wants to do is make England great again. And we started with Donald Trump and the whole Make America Great Again. And we got
Yeah.
bamboozled with Donald Trump, man. I'm telling you. Hey, everybody's like, oh, he's the answer to all of our hopes and dreams. And Donald Trump ain't done nothing since he got into office but alienate everybody around him. He's alienated Canada. He's alienated all of Europe. He's alienated the Middle East. He's bombed like 7 or 8 countries. And the price of gasoline, he hadn't really done anything for the American people as it stands right now. We're all looking for hopes and dreams. We're all looking for the guy that... Go ahead and tell me.
And for the audience out there, Willie left the house. This is his brother James now, who's in here, just to keep you caught up on everything. Willie's gone. James is here in his place. I think he tapped him out. He said, "Look, Willie, you can't hang here. This is way over your head. Let me get in there." Is that kind of? Am I reading the room right, James?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay. I mean, Donald Trump, I think, is doing great. I am not.
He's not, though.
Look, we're 6 weeks into this war now, right? And he said it would be about 4 weeks, and then he said 6 weeks, and now it's 6 weeks. And I see it as pretty much being done at this point. I don't see Iran putting up much of a fight. If the Iranian people will finally grow the cojones to stand up and just take over, like do the revolution, it's going to be ugly. But you've already lost 40,000 people in a few days to, these Ayatollah. We're not going to let that happen again. If you guys go out and fight again, you have some assurance that the Navy's right off the course here. They can really start punching back if they try to do something as horrendous as killing 40,000 people again. So what's going on in Iran? Really, it's what everybody wants to see. The whole world wants to see these Ayatollahs out of there. And going back to some sort of a rational, modern country that has free people.
They don't, though. No, there is one country that wants to see that. And the United States is doing their bidding. And that's what it boils down to. It's one country that's telling the United States to jump Judy, and the United States is jumping in there and doing that one country's bidding for them, and that's all it boils down to.
Which country?
I'm not even going to go into that because I don't want you to get banned off on radio or anything. But the bottom line is that is the truth of the matter. Groceries are at all-time high prices. Gasoline is at almost all-time high prices. The price of a gallon of gasoline is like $4.
I spent $2.99 on eggs today, and they were like $6-7 in the Biden administration.
During COVID, during COVID, everything jacked up at that particular point in time. But
even 2 years ago, I couldn't even find eggs for a while, and when I could find them, they were $7. That had to do with a lot of the fires and those weird things that were going on with the hatcheries out here. But it's a fact. I don't see groceries as bad as they were before. They're not going up at the rate they were under Biden. So from that standpoint, I'm happy. With gas, hey, we were doing great with gas, and all the fundamentals are there. It's going to go back down. And now that the strait is, up and this thing is pretty much over, it's going to come back down quickly, right? Once the fuel, everything gets flowing back through the system, in 2 weeks from now, I would expect gas to be back well under $3.50.
And when you expect that to happen under $3.50? Because I'm going to hold you to it. When? A week? 2 weeks?
Right now, at where I'm currently at, it's at about $4.15. So about a 70-cent drop, I would say, in the next month.
Okay. Now, hey, keep in mind
close to that it might not be all the way there, but somewhere I would think that's optimistic. It'll be down significantly from where it is, though. But in the next 2 weeks.
But it won't, because you're not taking one thing into consideration. The thing you need to take into consideration is the fact that the gas that we're getting now is from the oil that we've already gotten. This has nothing to do with the oil that's coming to us. The oil that's coming to us is going to make gas prices higher because there's little oil coming through the straits right now. It's sporadic at best, and I can guarantee you that gas prices is going to go up. And what gets me is Donald Trump, he touts that all of these empty oil tankers are coming to the United States now to load up with all of American oil and Venezuela oil or whatever, and to be distributed throughout the world. And we're supposed to somehow get rich by that. The fact of the matter is, though, is why isn't this oil being used here in the United States right now to keep gas prices down? And it's not just vehicle gases, like for cars. We're talking about diesel fuel for tractor trailers. When these drivers are out there and they're paying $6, $7, $8, $9, $10 a gallon for diesel fuel, well, guess what? That causes prices to go up at the grocery stores and everywhere else. All of your goods are hauled by trucks. How come there's not some sort of a program set forth to where all these trucking companies don't have to pay so much in diesel fuel? And it's ridiculous is what it boils down to. Our country is not better off now with the Trump administration than it was before. The fact of the matter is everything that Donald Trump is doing right now is not good for the United States of America. He's sitting there and he's threatening Canada. And I'm not necessarily anti-Trump. I'm not liberal. I consider myself to be conservative for the most part.
Canada,
but what?
You said he's threatening Canada?
Well, of course, he wants to take Canada and quote unquote make them the 51st state. He suggested that. He wants to make Greenland the 51st state.
He's a troll. He's just ribbing them, man. How would that even work? We wouldn't want them as a 51st state. It'd be like making Puerto Rico a state or making Washington, D.C. a state. It would just be, it'd vote left forever, like as far left as you can go. It would not be good. Now, if you want to take Alberta and they want to vote to leave Canada, which I think they're going to, they've got a referendum coming up in another, month or two, where they're going to vote. And I think they're going to overwhelmingly vote to leave Canada. And that's going to be really interesting to see what happens there, because they'll petition to become a state and they don't necessarily qualify. They'd be like a Wyoming or something, very, very small population, lots of land, lots of natural resources. That would be rather conservative. You could entertain, that kind of a deal. But no, I think he was just ribbing, Trudeau and Carney, calling him, the next governor, right? And it has, again, Canada is not happy with us. They just had elections and they voted, Carney complete power up there. And so, they're winning on the left up there. Pierre Poilievre is kind of a speck in the mirror at this point, in the rearview mirror, that is. Whereas they don't have much hope, but you know what? Canada's screwed. I mean, they're screwed. They're screwed. We want to talk about the 51st state. They'd be poorer than any of our territories,
Well, the fact of the matter is there's a whole bunch of people out there that's pushing for promoting the 25th Amendment against Donald Trump and getting him out of office because his actions are clearly unstable. And there again,
Nancy Pelosi is, and Adam Schiff are pushing that. No one serious is pushing that. Well, right? If Adam Schiff wants to push the 25th Amendment, that makes Trump's cabinet vote to kick him out. That's ridiculous. Who's going to listen to him? He's
as far as I'm concerned, Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff should be in prison right now for all that Russia hoax stuff that they pulled way back when.
Oh yeah,
like I said, I'm not a fan of any of them. I'm not, people they might say, oh, you're just a liberal or whatever. And I'm far from it. I mean, I was for Donald Trump, but I see what Donald Trump has done. You can criticize
where we are as a nation, and you can maybe not like Trump, but you have to admit we're way better off than we would have been under Kamala Harris.
What? And I agree. I do. That Kamala Camel woman, I call her Camel woman. She was a joke, and that just goes to show it's not the politicians and what their actions are. It's who's controlling them. So there was someone that was controlling Kamala Harris, someone that was controlling Joe Biden, and guess what? There's somebody that's controlling Donald Trump right now too. He's got somebody over him that is telling him what to do, and And it's not good, if you ask me. I think Donald Trump, in my own honest opinion, has lost his way. He's lost his ideals. You know, he was going to do this and he was going to do that. But guess what? He's got into office and he's got people that are controlling him. And Donald Trump has literally enriched himself during his presidency. I mean, there is no lie about there's no two ways about it, that he is making billions and billions of dollars off of his presidency, and you can't dispute that.
I'm not aware of it. I know his kids are, out there running the company.
Same difference,
sure
whether it's his kids or him.
And I have no doubt they've made billions of dollars. They're, billionaires. That's what they do. But yeah, whether he's using the government specifically to make that money, it's hard to say. I haven't seen anything. And certainly if it was fraudulent, right in your face, guilty, 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 then they would have impeached him over it, or they'd be screaming bloody murder about it on the left, right? And I don't hear that. I don't hear, Nancy Pelosi or Schiff or any of those guys talking about that. So, maybe it's happening, but I don't hear about it the way I would think I would. If Donald Trump was guilty of all this stuff, they would have put him in jail a long time ago. Epstein Island, he eats kids. I hear people on the left, these college students saying, "Oh yeah, Donald Trump ate children." Like, who did Donald Trump eat? What? Where? When? Like, which Epstein file are you specifically referring to? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
this is a lot of crazy stuff.
Yeah, that whole thing with the Epstein files, it's like, there's not even any, and people are going to hate me or whatever, say I'm stupid, but I haven't even seen any evidence against Epstein himself in any of these files. It's like, your name's in the files and whatever. Well, big deal. Donald Trump's gardener's name is probably in the file somewhere. Your name can be in the file somewhere because of your affiliation with certain news groups. The thing about it is, though, is that whole Epstein thing. It's a distraction from something else, and the something else is a distraction from something else, and something else, and something else. And the bottom line is who is in charge? Who is the puppet master? Who's pulling the strings? That's who we need to be looking at. Mm-hmm. Because peace is not meant to be in this world. In the United States, it's like every time the United States is constantly at war. There has been, I think, maybe one period in history where the United States wasn't involved in some war or conflict somewhere around the world.
Yeah, and it's sad. And, hopefully we're, getting out of all this stuff, right? I mean, you see we, potentially what started a war with Venezuela, well, that lasted about, an hour and a half? You know what I mean? What we're doing to Cuba right now is,
why are we blockading Cuba? Tell me that. Why don't we hate Cuba so much?
We don't. We love Cuba. We want them free. I mean, if Cuba was a free country, oh my God, it would be the most wealthiest, fantastic place in the world that would be rich beyond belief inside of a decade. It would be the next Miami on steroids. You know what I mean? But they're stuck in this revolutionary Che Guevara type communist dictatorship, which sucks for them. And then we're trying to give them an out. We're trying to make it happen for them. And so, I mean, that's what Trump's grand plan here is so fantastic if it works out. Because if he manages to free Venezuela, put money in their pockets, use that leverage to get Cuba fixed, our border 90 miles south of Florida, right? Our closest ally, potentially. Put them on the right track to freedom. Then simultaneously get rid of the IRGC, which, I mean, once you get rid of Iran, you get rid of Hezbollah, you get rid of the Houthis, you get rid of all these proxies that Iran and Iran only are funding, right? Nobody else cares about this stuff. Saudi Arabia is not funding this stuff. It's not the UAE, that all these people just want to live their lives. It's Iran that's out there stirring up the pot, trying to make wars everywhere. All that goes away, and suddenly you got peace in the Middle East, if that all happens. And I mean, if Trump can make this all work out, he's going to meet with China, with Xi Jinping later on this year, or later on this month, actually. And he's got them over a barrel. They get half their oil from, the Middle East. He's got them under a barrel, right? All their contacts with Venezuela they're gone. they better play nice now, or we control, all of this stuff. So, if Trump's master plan works out, Willie, it will be so fantastic, and the world will be changed forever for the better. And they'll be slapping peace prizes on his bumper stickers, all day forever. He's going to go down as the best president in American history if he can pull his plan off. So I don't know. We got about 15 seconds left. What do you got to say?
Greater Israel. Research it.
Greater Israel. Boy, Willie, you got to go there, don't you? We love our Jewish friends. At least I do. Many, many Jewish friends, love them all to death. But folks, we got to go. This is the Censorship Sucks Roundtable Radio Show, and we're all out of time. We will see you Wednesday night.
What? No flat Earth? Oh my God! What are we going to do?
Greater Israel! That's what he's going to yell every time.
Oh,
No more flat Earth.
You guys did great tonight. Missed Doc,
Yeah, James.
but thanks, James, for coming in.
You're gonna regret having me on your show, man. I'm never gonna ask that some bitch come on my show again.
All right, we're gonna lose.
No, it's fun.
We're gonna lose this room probably pretty soon. Oops.
All right. Thank you so much, Willie. You again, very, very helpful tonight. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, I appreciate you
gotta
guys.
leave my
We'll talk to you a little bit later on.
All right, Mark, thanks so much.
Yeah. Good night,
Later.
everybody.
Thank you, Wednesday.
And I'm going to host over to, let's see here. Who can we host over to? Oh, yes. We will host over to Veterans Radio. Let's go. Let me see if I can get my stuff together so I can do that. Host a channel. Yeah. He's got some great music over there, folks. Make sure you go over and check him out. I'll be back up later with some music, probably. So you take care. And I am going to get us up and out of here. Good night, folks.